So
it's like
I'm going to have to holler at y'all in a little bit.
Exactly.
Okay, my public is necessary right now.
Use that all the time. Anytime
Yeah.
you don't want to talk to somebody, you say, listen, I got my boy Adam 12 on the other line.
Me and Adam, we got to chop it up.
We got stuff to talk about.
My family, I love them. You know how you love your family,
Of
right?
course. You can't not love
But
them.
it's like you tell somebody about an event you're doing. You go, and you tell them in January when it's announced. And you go, gang, I need everybody to have all their ducks in a row. Because the day of the show, I can't.
Nothing
I have to be focused on the task. Well, the phone call started flooding in around noon yesterday. Hey, I heard you was. It's not even like we want to come to Boston Calling. It's I heard you were doing a thing.
They don't even know what it is. Like, how do they not know?
Oh man, I am like my family's 30th favorite comedian. I heard you were doing a thing, and how can we get in? So I explained to him. Well, I wish you'd hit me up earlier. I'm going to try to make it some moves so you guys can come in, but I'll let you know in a couple hours. This is the conversation I had with my uncle earlier. I said, I didn't know you wanted to go till literally this morning.
Right.
So I have to quickly try to get things pulled together. I'll let you know in 2 hours. Okay? And in that conversation, remember, I'm seeing if I can get him in.
Right.
He goes, so I called your cousin Anthony to see if he wanted to go.
So he's been making calls. While you're trying to make moves, he's been making more calls. Because in his brain, he's getting in.
He's getting in, so everybody's getting in.
Exactly.
This is not the Kite Festival. You know what I'm saying?
Yep, I hear you.
Hey, like, do you guys respect what I do? Like, this is a real thing.
Exactly.
But I tell you the truth. A couple of years ago, I hosted the Boston Music Awards, right?
Yes.
And I do the same thing with I go, here's where you need to be on this day.
Right.
I set aside a day to get everything straightened out, right?
Yeah.
I go, hey, this day, you go to this line. All you got to do is go to that line, and you're in. They're going to put you on the spot. It's going to be great. It's nothing you need to know.
Yeah.
Right?
Just show up.
After 6 o'clock, you can't call me.
Yeah.
Because I need to be focused.
And
right?
you're literally on stage.
Right.
Yeah.
So I do the opening segment of the awards, right? And then I come on stage, and then I go over, and I'm getting some special instructions from the producers and stuff, right?
Yeah.
And then this guy comes back and goes, Mr. Price? And I go, first of all, Mr. Price?
Yeah, who's that?
Who's that? He goes, Mr. Price? I go, yeah. He goes, your Uncle Jack is outside? He says it's an emergency? I'm thinking, I don't know what's going on. So I need to.
Because you're not in that headspace.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, can you guys give me a second? I go out there, and I open the door, see my Uncle Jack, and I go, hey, what's everything all right? He goes, what's up, big time?
And you're like,
and he's looking over my shoulder.
This is not an
emergency. Is that the backstage area?
Yeah.
How can I kick it with y'all? Like, that's the same uncle I just got off the phone with.
Of course it is. Because everybody has an Uncle Jack.
I got a bunch of those.
You got more than one. What would it take? And I mean, in my, I've known you for a long time.
And I love him.
Yeah, of course you do.
This man is a legend. Yeah. He's a legend, but you know.
This isn't about that.
Yeah.
This is just about, the family dynamics. We can all relate with it. So, Lamont, I've known you for a long time.
Yeah.
In my eyes, you have achieved levels of success because I remember when you were starting out, and I see what you're doing now. I mean, you are the go-to guy for Boston Calling every year when it comes to the comedy, which is a huge thing.
Yeah.
But what would it take for your family? What do you need to achieve for your family to be like, oh, okay, cool, wow, Lamont, like, quote unquote, made it? Like, what?
I have to be involved with something that has Patti LaBelle.
Okay. It has to be.
It doesn't matter.
Patti LaBelle and nobody
Patti LaBelle,
else. Okay.
Or couldn't happen now, but the late great Aretha Franklin, somebody like anything on that.
Yeah.
Like my family's like, what time should I?
Right.
What
so it would be
time is
that,
and it still wouldn't be about me. It would be like, so what's up with Patty?
Yeah. Well, I'm opening up. Well, we don't want to. We've seen you.
What time
do we need to show up to see Patty? Exactly. Yeah.
Patty?
Can you get me tickets?
It's Patty coming.
Okay. All right. So.
But it's my family's super last minute with everything.
Yeah.
I had
Was it that way growing up too?
I mean, yeah. Well, one year we were unfortunately going to a funeral for like one of my older uncles in Worcester, and we were, it was a day trip basically, going, spending the night, going to the service, and then we're heading back. But we had to wait 3 hours so that my Uncle Skip could coordinate his outfits for the weekend.
So you had to have it all laid out ahead of time, right?
You don't understand. We had a family wedding 3 years ago, and my Uncle Jack and my Uncle Skip each brought 5 suits because they had no idea. They would stand in front of the, you can't, but they were like, okay, what am I?
Yep.
And then they would put the shoes under a different suit. They okay, what? Okay, yeah, they are top notch when it comes to everything, and they get mad at me because I don't wear suits on stage.
Right.
One time I was sitting in the night before the wedding, I was sitting in the hotel room, trying to get away from the pandemonium.
Yeah.
And I'm eating a burger, like I got a little quiet time. My Uncle Skip comes in the room, and he just like, I feel him. He's staring at me for like 20 minutes, right?
Just like what?
And then he just goes, "You read Steve Harvey's book?" What?
What?
Steve Harvey's book.
Can I eat this burger, or do we need to talk about Steve Harvey right
We
now?
need to take you shopping. Get you some ties, some shoes.
Okay,
right? Like,
okay, all right.
Like, that's not me.
That's not you at all. That's not
not
your
me,
look.
yeah.
It would be very if I saw you come out on stage
With a double-breasted?
that would
with
be
a double-breasted suit?
and like a vest underneath it with like a watch fob and like it would be very
with a daisy.
yeah or like a pocket square or something like that. No, that would be disorienting.
Terrible.
Lamont, you brought up Aretha Franklin. Did you see the news last week?
She's still alive?
No, unfortunately. But of course, in the wake of her passing, there was all this drama about her will. They found it in the couch cushions. I'm not joking. This was like news last week. Like they found a handwritten will that was like part of it was in the couch cushions
Yeah.
and on some sofa in her house, and then part of it was elsewhere. And now they're like, well, crap. What are we going to do now? Like,
I did not.
I mean, but is that not like
I did
perfect?
not hear about this.
You know?
I didn't hear about
Yeah.
this. I think, okay, that's hilarious.
She's chilling on the sofa, being like, "Okay, so I'm gonna
But that-
die soon, so I better get some of these thoughts down." And then they just end up like with the
everything I hear
quarters and the
about- everything I've heard about Aretha Franklin
Yeah.
is that she's very just a normal person.
just every day.
And she just kind of, she eats. She's not very, how celebrities with the small plates. They're
Yeah.
always in public.
Yeah.
Give me a small plate with
No,
a little.
not-
I need some
not
more
her.
food in that.
Not
She is. I'm eating.
Yep.
Okay, I'm doing everything like I would do it if I were not Aretha Franklin. And just like a normal person, she lost some valuable material in the couch cushions.
Yep. That's just how it goes,
I
isn't
can't
it?
tell you how many wills I've lost in various couches across this
That's.
nation.
I just gave you a bit. This is you're gonna do this on because Lamont is very active on social media. This is gonna be you're gonna do like an Instagram live video of you going through your couch cushions.
Follow my Twitter at your own risk.
That's
by the
right.
way.
That's
Adam,
right.
By the way, Adam does not follow my Twitter,
I don't.
and he refuses.
You
to
know
for
why?
Some reason.
No, you know why? I'll
Why?
tell you right now. You tweet too goddamn much.
Well, I mean, I'm
Too many
active.
posts in my feed.
Oh, come on, man.
I'm serious. Would you rather me follow you and then mute you and like lie to you and say, yeah, I follow you? Like, no, I'm gonna be honest with you. I've known you for too long.
Protect my feelings.
You listen. You know I love you, and you know that.
I'm
Don't
kidding,
you try
man.
to attach my love for you to whether I
I
follow you on
know
Twitter or
he
not.
does
But
follow
in
me
all
on
honesty,
Twitter.
though, if it makes you, if you tell me legit that it would make you feel
No,
good,
no.
I would
no.
absolutely follow
actually,
you.
I like this dynamic because I can bring it up every couple years.
Yeah.
I'm like, you still don't follow me?
Because sometimes I'll
On
throw
the
you.
whatever the next thing is.
But
you still don't
sometimes
follow
I will
me?
throw you a follow for a little while, and I'll be like, "How's he doing these days?" And I still read your tweets, like I still
Yeah.
check in, and I'll throw him a follow, and then like after 48 hours, I can't do this anymore, man. This dude does not stop posting.
Well, Game of Thrones is over, so that's why.
Okay, let's talk about that. Is it okay if I keep you here for a little bit longer? Because you're like my favorite
cool.
person to talk to. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And Lamont Price is here. We're at Boston Calling with
don't have to perform for
indie617,
a
courtesy
while.
of Miller Lite. Lamont is performing. He's part of the whole comedy experience,
got
as it
plenty
has
of
been for. I mean, really taking it back to the city. That was first year they did that with City Hall Plaza, and
City
you
Hall
were
Plaza.
you were running the game over there,
I
which was
was.
great, and now you're running the game over here. So clearly
Yeah.
they trust you, which is good.
Which is crazy, right? Like,
No, it's not. It's not crazy. You're a talented guy, and you're a reliable guy, and you draw. Like they're smart to do that. So now that we got the flattery out of the way, let's talk about the ending of Game of Thrones. And I want to get every
cry.
last
Can I
thought.
cry real quick?
Yes, you can. You can. No, you deserve. Look at me. You deserve good things to happen to you because you're a good person and you're a very talented guy.
Thank you.
And I mean that from my heart. I do.
Thank you.
I'll always be in your corner.
Thank you.
Now tell me about Game of Thrones because that ending, man. I don't know, man.
The ending was.
I want to hear what you think about it.
I have to watch the entire series again, but it was definitely weird. Like the last season, I heard they were offered a full slate, like 10 episodes,
Really?
and they turned it down so we can get it done in 6.
I hadn't heard that. Wow. Okay.
And not that. Now, obviously I watch it on my couch with a bag of Doritos.
Yeah.
But
What kind? The regular ranch,
I do
or do you like the new ones?
I do regular, but I'll go ranch sometimes. It depends on my mood.
I like the spicy hot
Yeah.
ones from time to time too.
The sweet chili.
Yeah.
The sweet chili
Those are
changed
good.
my life. I had to stop eating them because it was like, all right, look,
Yep. Too much.
it was so good. It was they were nasty after
Yeah.
a while.
I hear you.
So I had to take a break.
Yeah.
But I'll be back, Sweet Chili.
So,
Don't you go nowhere, Sweet Chili.
so you're crushing your Doritos and you're watching
and I
this.
watch it. If I had my druthers, there'd be one full season that led up to the Night King. And then another full season that led up to Cersei.
Did it not feel rushed?
It definitely
because it was
rushed.
just like, all right, snap your fingers, and now, okay, Night King's on. Now we got to do this thing.
I'm not even upset.
And they got to run through
with
it.
the storyline, or like with Arya. Arya should have done what she did because Arya is a complete badass.
Yes.
And probably my favorite. She's definitely my top 3 character for me on the show. Definitely, her. Braun.
Yeah, naturally.
I love Braun.
Dude's a legend.
And I think Braun actually won the Game of Thrones as far as I'm concerned.
He really did when you think about it.
He was basically a homeless dude at the start of the show. And now he's a master of coin.
Yeah, he is.
They gave Braun the money.
And he's got did they give him High Garden too? I think he has High Garden. Yeah. So I mean, really, when you look at, it's not about who's sitting on the throne. If you're talking about who's winning, like it's probably him.
Nobody came up more than Braun.
That's a good take right there.
Yeah,
Braun the Sellsword won the Game of Thrones.
He won the Game of Thrones.
There it is.
Yeah.
Nice.
I can't think. In my third favorite, it's tough. It depends. Tyrion probably. I have to go Tyrion.
Just Peter Dinklage as an actor is just masterful, and the fact that the way that he brought that role to life. Did you read the books?
No, I don't read books.
You don't really, for real, don't read books at all?
No, I do read books.
Okay, because really, I read the books. I read the books. I watched the first 3 seasons of the show. Then I stopped watching it because it got too rapey for me and too violent for me. And then I kind of watched one of those YouTube videos like getting you caught up on Game of Thrones before the finale in 52 minutes. I'm like, that's me. Perfect. Let me watch that. And I got all caught up, and then I watched the last season. But I'm same as you. It was less about the way it ended in the storyline, because you knew when they ran out of source material that things were going to take a different direction. So it was less about that for me and more about it just feeling rushed. So the fact that you bring in that perspective is saying that they were offered to do more, but they chose not to, that's unfortunate, because I feel like...
the final episode was like, it felt, because it was kind of blah. It was kind of like nothing really happened.
Yeah.
It felt like, like in middle school when you take your finals... But then you still have to go to school for one more week.
Right, and it's like, why?
So like the blowing up King's Landing was like the finals, and then last week was just like the week you're sitting in front of your teacher while they're grading papers,
and you're just waiting
to go to camp.
Exactly. Speaking of summertime, what do you got planned for the summer? I mean, Boston Calling is the official kind of kickoff of summer here in New England, and what do you got? You got some dates lined up? What are you going to do? You gonna travel at all?
I'm going to be doing stand-up here in the city and a little bit around the Northeast. You can go to my website, lamontpricelive.com.
Good.
To check that out.
Yep.
Basically that. I don't really leave my house much other than, I'm going to try to go outside more this summer. But, like, people don't like me.
No.
So I don't leave.
People like you more than you think.
You think?
But I know that you also enjoy your time at home, and I know that's a comfortable place for you.
Well,
so.
I like to chill, but it's just like...
It gives you a lot of your material as well.
There's nothing outside for me.
Yeah.
Well, Lamont, you're on that Boston College, so the girls must be...
No.
Chicks, no.
Come on.
Dude, if
They're
my
missing
phone
out.
Was any less active, it would be a tumbleweed.
You
don't understand. Nobody calls me.
Lamont
no one's
needs,
even interested.
He needs more calls from the ladies and fewer calls from Uncle Jack. Can we get that
so much
squared
need,
away?
It's like, come on, man. Cool dudes who do cool stuff.
Yeah.
Ladies go, what do you say with the lady? They go, what do you like in a man? What's the first thing?
He's got to be funny, right?
Oh,
yeah, right.
Right.
It's legit.
And
the first thing
be
they say.
Interesting,
yeah,
right?
But they don't mean that.
I'm a professional.
It's true.
I don't mind if you don't. If that's not just tell me if that's not it, fine.
Yeah.
If I'm not, but don't say it's what I am and then go, but not you.
Yeah.
And that's what always happens. Here's my curse. I'm the dude who does this, right?
Yeah.
I'll do something cool. I'll attract the scene.
Yeah.
Girls will be like, oh, you're really funny, and da-da-da. And immediately they are more interested in whoever's around me than me. It's like, well, I can get close to Lamont, but not actually be with Lamont. Like people, last time I did Boston Calling, right?
Okay.
This guy I ran into. I know him a little bit.
Okay.
He goes, "Yo, Al, man, I saw you in the comedy arena, killed it. Guess what happened after?" I'm like, "What happened?" He goes, "So I'll go outside and I'm rapping to these girls come up and we're talking and they were like, yeah, they were at the show and we brought you up." And they were like, "Yo, Lamont was so funny." I'm like, "I know, that's my boy." And we started rapping. So anyway, it ended up going down.
Yeah.
So he got hooked up. And I was like, wait a sec.
Using your name.
So people hook up more because they know me. I am me.
Can we pass that
and
along?
Nobody cares. I am me. And I know this is funny, but there's some dark moments
No,
where
I
I
know,
sit there and
I
I
know.
go, how is this not working for me?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think I'm good looking, but I've seen uglier dudes who have done less cool things with girls lined up around the corner because they spoke well for 3 minutes in front of a crowd of people at a stupid thing that doesn't matter.
Right. Right.
You know. Anyway, I
You
didn't mean to rant. That's just my life. It's terrible.
And that's but I like that you're open about it, and I like that you share it with us, and I appreciate
Yeah.
that. So go kill it today. It's always good to talk to you.
Yeah, man.
Get
Thanks for
outside a
having
little
me.
bit this summer.
I'll
Enjoy
try.
yourself,
I'll
and
try.
and know that and know that you've always got an ally with Adam 12 and your friends here at
Much
indie617.
appreciated.
All right, we're backstage. Lamont Price, Boston Calling, 2019, courtesy of Miller Lite. Follow him on Twitter at El Pizzle, so
El
I don't have to.
Pizzle.
Thank you. Peace.